What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. I made a load of basically almost all of that profit back. Well, not profit, but first of all, welcome. Thank you for being here. I looked at these raw RBLs too early. I started yesterday's video at the back end when we opened those 255k packs and 25k pack. I had 3,195,000 coins. And at the end of it, I had 3,084,000 coins or something. Basically spent 115,000 coins after I sold those few items that came out of it. And of course, I stored a whole bunch of stuff to the club. Because of how expensive these cards were, I basically set up some sniping filters. You'll see some stuff after this live section. We're going to go into some gameplay and me showing you me picking up some stuff for some profit. And we basically got to within about 30, maybe 25, 30,000 coins, which will easily be covered by the other items that we got out of the packs. So I made, in about 2 hours really, I made the money back that I lost, and it made me just have a newfound love for sniping actually. I haven't set up sniping filters in a while. I did one with some silver players a while back, but yeah, like basically the sniping filters that I've been going for. I've been looking at certain players, some, you know, I think Raul Albiol was one of the big players I was looking at. If we have a look at him, I think his minimum price right now is about 7.5. So nothing at 7.4, nothing at 7.5. So 7.6 there, you can see Raul Albiol is there. And those are the 82s as well. So what I was doing is I was setting it down to like 6.5 and then just trying my best to snipe. Now, obviously in a video, I can't snipe because when I snipe normally, I sit a little bit different. I'll sit like this. And get myself real close to the screen because it just makes it a little more comfortable for me. And because I'm actually doing this through my Elgato right now, there is about 1/10 second delay, which you might not feel like makes a huge difference, but it actually does make a huge difference. But these cards come thick and fast, or they did at least for me. You know, right now we're probably not going to see a Raul Albiol right now just because I'm doing this on video, but we'll go until we see one. But the cards came thick and fast, and sometimes, you know, if I get a card for 6.5k and sell it for 7.5k, it won't make huge amounts, like 700 coins or so, but every now and then, well, not even every now and then, quite commonly, you'll pick them up for 3k, for 4k, I've got a few for like 2k. I was also doing it with Borja Valero, and I can't remember who the other one was, maybe like a Kaka or something like that, but I basically went and picked up, like looked at all the big 83s that were selling for a load, set a good bin parameter, and went from there, and we ended up making a good amount of profit back. So we got our coins back up, which I was happy with. My coin tally recently has been really up and down. You know, we've had good success with some Path to Glory cards, mostly Icardi. We also got some good success with the one to watch Tosun and the one to watch Salah. We've obviously spent some coins. We've invested some coins into the team a little bit. And the team looks all right right now. And, you know, we went and bought this Sherlock card. I've got to be honest, I wasn't best impressed with him. We played 3 games. You'll see the gameplay in a second. We did win Division 1. So I bought him for 58k. It would not surprise me if he was cheaper now. It's 54k there because these prices, these cards will generally just keep coming down. So what I'm going to do, there was a 54k bid on him there. So I'm going to go 54k and 60k, and we'll just see what we get back for him. Going to lose a little bit on him. We're going to try some different players for the next team. We've got Max Kruse for 22,000 coins, which is a bit of a bargain for an 84 rated. Like, a lot of people just in the comment section thought that my team was worse now, but this Max Kruse card, yeah, okay, he's got low sprint speed, but his dribbling is very nice except agility and balance. His passing is very nice, and his shooting is very nice. And with the Deadeye, it boosts that passing and shooting up way high with 88 composure. In terms of a cam, and the fact that he's got 4-star weak foot, he's actually very, very good, and he fits what I look for in a player. So I rate him quite highly. Bashis Feinsteiger scored a banging goal. He only scored 1 goal, but what a goal it was. 3-star, 3-star is a bit meh. You know, I much prefer either 4-star skill moves or 4-star weak foot. In fact, I would prioritize 4-star weak foot over the skill moves. But this card has been absolutely fantastic for me. Again, another one with low stamina. We are going to talk about stamina when we go into the gameplay. Kaka scored some amazing goals for me. 3 games, 6 goals, 2 assists, all in Division 1 as well. We won the D1 title. Obviously, Rijkaard and Costa are our main dudes there. Ramos, Fernandez, and then Team of the Year, Dani Alves that we picked up. We picked him up for 415,000 coins. Now, he might go down in value more. You know, his max bin is 1 million coins. I can't see him necessarily going down much more than 400,000 coins, you know, as a Team of the Year card for 400,000 coins. So there's 413 there for that one. There's a lot of them on the market right now, huh? So, yeah, even if there's a 405 there. So he has gone, we could potentially get him for a little bit cheaper, but there's only 2 cheaper than what I bought. So worst case scenario, we're looking at a tax loss for Dani Alves of about 20,000 coins if and when we decide to sell him. But I'm going to be keeping this Kaka in my team for this weekend league. I definitely want to give him a go in the weekend league. I just want to see where we fare up, where we square up. I might take some losses because of it, and that's absolutely fine. In terms of the account, we've got a lot on the account, and I just want to take one comment before we go. Like, I'm going to show you a few more things in the account, but one comment from James Treesman says, am I the only one that feels like the account is worse than it was a few months ago? And one of the responses, you're right, his team was so much better before. And my team was so much better before because I had all my coins invested in the players that were in my team. You know, we had Team of the Year Modric, Team of the Year De Bruyne, Cristiano Ronaldo. We had our 2 icons. We had Team of the Year Marcelo. At times we had Team of the Year Dani Alves as well. We had a considerably more expensive team. But to say it was a better team, I think that's debatable. I think people look at Max Kruse and they turn their nose up. I think people are really disenchanted with Kaka because of that stamina. And as I say, we'll talk about stamina in due course. But for me personally, this team is great. I've not had a goalkeeper as good as David De Gea since I had Neuer many months ago. Sergio Ramos is a great card. He's obviously a very, very strong player. This Nacho card, he's one of my most played players with 306 games. Dani Alves and Jordi Alba are both fantastic cards. So yeah, sure, it's not an icon left back. I don't have Rio Ferdinand and Maldini in a centre back. And that's because I made the decision, I made the conscious effort to get myself the coins ready for team of the season. I sacrificed time, and we're now that we're at the end of March, I personally believe, and I don't have any guarantees on this is just my personal beliefs based on what I've seen previous years due to international competitions in the summer. I believe we are around 4 weeks, potentially less than 4 weeks, away from team of the season. So for me, you know, I sold all my players, and then guess what? They crashed. I sold my De Bruyne Team of the Year for 2.1 million. He's now down at about, well, he did go down to about 1.7. He's even lower. He's 1.6 now. So although you might think my team is worse, and it probably is, what I've actually got is I've got more in coming. You know, I've decided to take a little bit of time to transition the team and the account and such. We've got 3.1 odd million coins, and we have not only a huge number of sellables in the club that have high value, 300k for Kluivert, 300k for Litmanen, that, as I said before, will either stay the same price, be used, or go up in price on Thursday for the new Prime Icons. We've got 400k in Dani Alves. We've got lots of coins in these sort of cards. Like I bought Jersey Altidore for 23,000 coins, and he is currently about 25. Oh no, there's one there at 22. So he's about the same. But if we ever need a Man of the Match card, I've got one, or a hero card, sorry, I've got a hero card. We bought Vasquez at 17,000 coins. We bought this Fernando Llorente for 15,000 coins, which he discards for. So I've invested the same as this Huame card, 15,000 coins, what he discards for. Will Grigg, 15,000 coins, is what he discards for. This Horal card, 14,750. I think I can actually discard him for more, can't I? No, so, you know, these guys are just safe investments that I can get the coins back anytime I want without loss, other than Vasquez and Altidore. But even then, I could probably make either a break-even or minor loss or minor profit, depending on the day, depending on what happens. But if EA release a card, an icon, or just an SBC that requires a Man of the Match or a hero card, these guys, they might not only go up by much, they might only go up to 18,000 or 20,000 coins, but I'll make profit, and I'm guaranteed to not make a loss. So I'm super happy with that. You know, Will Griggs here, he is on fire. You can pick him up still for about 18,000 coins. I personally believe that's a safe investment. So what I did was I put time in investing in the right players. I bought Higuain at a time I thought was smart, wasn't smart. Fortunately, he got one upgrade. It took him back up to about 300,000 coins value, maybe a little under. I believe he'll get a team in the group stage. He's potentially going to get another inform, so I'm happy with him. This Icardi, I'm going to sell. He's right. I might sell him now, actually, at 120,000 coins. Because of how cheap Higuain is, and the fact that his max bin is 250, 120,000 for this Icardi, I'll take the, what do we get there, like 40,000 coins profit. Why not? I bought Lukaku, obviously, and I made a mistake on Lukaku. I didn't make a mistake. I could have actually sold him for a minor profit. He's about 40k cheaper than what I bought him for now. You see him there at like 286, maybe 30k. I bought it for 317. As soon as Man United have got another game, his price will slowly go up again. I'll either be able to get rid of him for basically what I bought him for and take a small tax loss, or I'll be able to make some profit on him. Dzeko, I've managed to snipe for 20k, so I made at least 5-6k profit on him. Costa's one that I wish I got rid of. We could have got rid of him for 80-90k when I first bought him, and now he's down in the 40s. So that was a mistake, but I held on to him because he was pack only. And again, these guys were all safe investments in my opinion. An 85 rated striker for 20,000 coins. He's even cheaper. I don't understand how he's so cheap. Honestly, I don't understand how people. I suppose because he's got a quick sell value of 10,000 coins. But I've got these guys for cheap. I've got lots and lots of investments. So yeah, although you are right in the sense that my team might be worse aesthetically and value terms than it was before, I personally believe my account is in a better shape. I've got lots of cards, lots of special cards, lots of high rated cards. You know, we're in a good position with many things. And more importantly is I'm having fun with this team. I'm encouraged to play FUT Champs again this weekend because I've got this Kaka card, this Schweinsteiger card, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be getting Wayne Rooney, and we're going to be fitting Wayne Rooney in here somehow as well. You know, Wayne Rooney obviously is going to be way expensive right now. I don't know how I'll fit all of these cards in, but we'll manage to do it. So we could pop. We basically need. I might put Sterling and Rooney in there. So my attack will be Sterling and Kaka up front, Rooney in at cam, Schweinsteiger and Costa at centre mid, and then Rijkaard in at CDM. So that would mean that Schweinsteiger is not on full chem, which would be a bit of a problem, but everybody else would be on full chem. So I don't know, maybe there'll be another way I can fix it to get it in. But in terms of also the special cards that we've got that are untradeable, we've got a lot of good stuff in the club, you know. We've got a couple of Path to Glory cards that are just absolutely huge. We've got obviously the 92 Cavani, which I love this card, by the way. I mean, he's got a great return for me. We've got the Thiago, the Sterling, Herrera, Promes. Like, we've got a lot of really good stuff in this account. You know, this 84 Gomez, the 84 Vea. I know you guys, or some of you guys anyway, might think that we've reversed. We've gone backwards in this account. And if we have, it's all for the greater good of in the next 3 or 4 weeks when Team of the Season hopefully comes out. And even if that's 6 weeks, I'm going to have a lot of fun in the meantime. You know, we are going to pick up in very near future this Wayne Rooney cards for birthday Wayne Rooney. We need to complete that. Obviously, we've got a few days to go. We need to get the 83 rated squad. It's not going to be cheap now because the 83 rated cards are so expensive. So I'm going to wait till Thursday, rewards day, when everyone's dumping their cards on the market. And that's probably when we'll complete that. So I'll just use a lone Rooney for now. But yeah, we end up going and winning Division 1. I haven't won Division 1 for a little while because I was trying out new formations and new tactics and stuff. So I lost a few D1 titles, and we've now won it 16. Well, we've been in Division 1 12 seasons, and we've won Division 1 7 times. So 7 out of 12 D1 titles I think is respectable, especially given the fact that I actually drew my first 2 games and lost one of my first 3 games in Division 1. So I had to win 7 D1 games in a row to win the title, and I did it with that Van Persie up front, and I did it with that Schweinsteiger and Kaka into the team as well. And this is what my divisions record is right now. So I'm very, very happy with how we're going. You know, my divisions record is great. The draft is great. We've got a lot of stuff in the club. And based on the value of players right now, you know, and we'll take De Bruyne as a prime example. 1.6 million for that Team of the Year De Bruyne, which in my opinion is the best cam in the game by a long way. And Luka Modric, who's one of my favourite box-to-box midfielders in the game, is down at 1 million coins. Cristiano Ronaldo is all of a sudden a very affordable 1.3 million. You know, he's way cheaper. We bought him at 1.8 we bought him at 2.1 way back when. You know, now he's down at 1.3. The player prices right now are plummeting, which is going to speak volumes for how expensive cards are going to be during Team of the Season. You know, we've got an Eden Hazard card, a 94 Eden Hazard for 1 million coins. The 92 FUT Birthday Eden Hazard card, 700,000 coins. The 92 Cam Eden Hazard card, 500,000 coins. That Gareth Bale left back card, which he will be in my main team at the end. He's down to 685. This is one of the best left backs in the game that you can also position into midfield or attack by substitutions. And he's 685,000 coins. So the top end players right now are around 1.5 million coins or less. And we're going to have 6 million coins to play with all our untradables and anything else we can make in the meantime. So we're going to be able to buy at least four absolutely top tier players at 1.5 million or less. but maybe 8, maybe 10. We might, I'm excited for the next few weeks to the point where we're going to end up having a superstar team, and that's when it's all going to be worth it. And I feel like people are going to be like, yep, you played it right. And if I played it wrong, then I played it wrong, so be it. But anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of the live section of the video. Just wanted to show you a few things. I'm going to change the team up a little bit. So tomorrow's video will be marquee matchups and some team changes. I might get rid of a couple of the icons as well. I've been using Rijkaard and Rui Costa because they're just untradeable icons and they're quite good. Rui Costa must be near 1,000 games now. He is. Rijkaard's played a fair few games as well, almost 200. I don't need these in every team. They're just really good to link players, right? Which is why I've got them. But I'm more than happy to take these guys out and try other players in there. That's no problem at all. But yeah, we'll do another squad builder in the next episode. We'll play some more D1 games in the next episode. But for now, let's get into some gameplay and talk about these stamina issues. I will be right back. Okay, guys, so as we go into the gameplay and just me showing you guys bits and bobs of me picking up some raw albiols and selling them on for profit and showing you some other profit margins here. First of all, I realised after I finished doing a lot of the recording just then, the things that I showed in the account and going through the players and stuff, I literally did in yesterday's episode. So I sincerely apologise for that. Because it was live, though, it's very difficult to cut out segments because it just wouldn't marry up. So... yeah, so sorry to those of you that literally felt like you was listening to the same video for a portion of this video from yesterday's video. I will be definitely more mindful of that going forwards. So lots of comments about stamina. Aditya Singh says, why can't they make these end of era SBC cards have reasonable stamina? I mean, these players had amazing, unforgettable careers that should be captured, and I'm positive that Kaka and Polo in their prime did not have to be subbed off at half time in terms of real life game. Give them at least like 80 stamina or something reasonable. My rebuttal to that is, first of all, like I agree, like 55 stamina on Kaka is just it's like stupidly low. You know what I mean? Even 65 or 70 stamina would have been considerably more reasonable, but these are called end of era cards. These are not prime cards of these players. I know it's got like in other areas, Pirlo's passing was all 99s. I know Kaka's dribbling is up at 95. I understand that. But also this hasn't captured Kaka's good pace. I think Kaka's pace should be in the 90s. I think that what EA don't want to do is make, a prime icon style card. And one of the easiest ways to do that is just to give them a stamina level that hugely deteriorates their abilities throughout the game. So they'll be great the first 20-30 minutes of the game, and then they'll slowly deteriorate depending on how you play them. But I might be wrong on this one, but I couldn't find any literature that said that end of era cards are the cards reflected in their prime, because this Kaka definitely isn't a card that's reflected in his prime. Dante Ryan says, hey Nep, could you clarify? I remember you had once said that if a player has 70 stamina, they will have to be taken off before the second half. But you said Kaka's stamina will not be as significant. Could you please clarify this? I asked him to give me the link to the video where I said that, because I personally, first of all, I'd like to see the context of when I said that. And second of all, I don't ever think I've said that you're going to have to sub someone off before half time. That's just not something I remember ever saying or alluding to. It's not something that's in my mind. So I asked him to provide the video where I said that so I could get some context and give clarify for him. He didn't refuse to do so, but he hasn't at this point in time shown me that. But one of the responses to that comment was from Stackaren, says, I remember you said that Royce looked really good, but now you won't use him because he has about 70 stamina. This was a recent video. And there's also a comment from Joe Boy, says, I think you mean when Kaka comes off, that stamina will be unplayable nearly. Remember you saying Baby Hullit's stamina caused you problems and his is a lot better than Kaka's. And this is why I wanted the video from the first comment, because it's about context, right? So Marco Reus is a winger with 68 stamina. And as a winger, you will be running up and down the field considerably more than as a cam or as a striker, and a striker specifically, and that's where I'm playing Kaka, and that's going to be important, and I'll get to that in a second. Not to say that Kaka's stamina isn't going to be a problem, by the way, because you'll see in one of these 3 games, maybe this one coming up actually, I score my third and final, it actually might be in the last game, I score a goal with Kaka right at the end, and he had almost no stamina left, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't unusable, but in a competitive game mode in Foot Champs, he would have been letting me down. You know, when I'm coming up against a Rio Ferdinand or a Paolo Maldini or, you know, someone of that caliber, that Kaka with low stam would have been a problem. Fortunately enough, I came up against a poor team with poor defenders, so he kind of gave more. But Marco Reus running up and down the wing constantly and dribbling and sprinting with the ball a lot, he's going to burn his stamina way quicker. So 68 stamina is really, really poor for that. And in the same vein, for Ruud Gullit, who only has 78 stamina, as a box-to-box midfielder, which is where people play that Ruud Gullit, as a right centre mid, a left centre mid, or just a centre mid, not a cam, not a CDM, because that would make a huge difference. But as a box-to-box centre midfielder with Ruud Gullit, when you have a corner, he's up there. So when you get countered, you're chasing back. When your opponent has a corner, he's back there. So when you break, he's chasing forwards. Every time possession turns over, Ruud Gullit's like, oh, got to run back down the field. And then possession turns over, oh, got to run back up the field. And because of his constant running up and down the midfield, trying to general that midfield, he loses out stamina. He burns stamina super, 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 super quick. And the quicker he burns the stamina, the more laboured he becomes, and the more you notice, okay, this Ruud Gullit is not good enough. He's just too tired too quickly, and he's a burden to the team late on. With Kaka, where for me personally, I'm playing him at striker, but I think it would be the same for Cam. You can set his custom player instructions to just stay forwards, and that's what I did with him as a striker. I had him at stay forward. So when I lose possession of the ball, he never tracks back. Because he's a striker, where I'm playing him again, as a cam, I think he'd burn stamina a lot quicker than as a striker. But because I've got him stay forward and as a striker, he never tracks back, so he never burns that stamina, which means he never has to sprint forward, so he never burns that stamina. So the only time he burns stamina is when I'm actually on the ball with him using sprint. So you will see he will burn stamina very quickly. And as I say, like, he burns stamina a lot quite early on in the games for me. In a tough, tight game, I would sub off Kaka probably around half-time, maybe the 60th minute mark. In a game where I'm just comfortable and winning, like, comfortably with Kaka on the field, I won't sub him off at all, because it's like, hey, I don't need to. Unless I need to sub him off, I'll sub him off. I also found the same problem with Lionel Messi. I found that Lionel Messi was one of those players that I hated using his base card only, because he was just burnt out all the time super quick, and he has 73 stamina. So I think, in terms of stamina, and when I say stamina is too low for this player or not good enough for that player, but then someone with similar or worse stamina, I'm saying, hey, they're actually usable. It's because the context of the situation just matters to me personally. How you set the player up, how you use the player, how you utilize the player, what role they play in your team. You know, Ruud Gullit's baby Ruud Gullit card as a CDM, when set to stay back while attacking, his stamina would be much less of an issue than when as a box-to-box midfielder constantly getting up the field all the time. Ruud Gullit's baby card, which I don't recommend because it's not good enough, as a cam, would also, his stamina then wouldn't be an issue for me personally, or not as much of an issue anyway. It would be less of an issue just because he constantly is just staying forward, so he's not having to run around the field, like burning that stamina off. So that's my opinion and my values on stamina. Of course, I'm open to discuss those, but yeah, I don't think I've ever personally said that you would have to sub someone off before halftime. There was two of those games, Kaka got full games. One of those games he did not, and in those 2 games that he got full games, his stamina was super, super low by the end of it, but not to the point where it was more notable than anyone else. And Schweinsteiger also has quite low stamina, but that Bastian Schweinsteiger card was great. I've got a Shadow Chem style on him, and I thoroughly enjoyed him, even though he's got low stamina. This, though, guys, for today is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.